The Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Florida Gators and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Bauer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Florida State's head coach told me before the game, one of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today, he is close to going over 3,000 yards for the season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes. So they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted to how that looks down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the return, it's Singleton. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him.
Snags it, and there's running room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Sells the run, wants to pass. Buying a little time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And that second down completion was anything but helpful. Threw it in reverse, and now it's 3rd and long. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that or pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. they're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Maybe some room here. Crosses midfield. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown Gators! Once he got some room, it was over.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. The screen, he's got wheels. Runs through the tackle. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Making the adjustment on the play. Needs it here on 4th down. Fires left. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the ground, it's Pryor. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Offense in an empty set. Second down to the air. That's caught. It's Mays. Turning on the Jets. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To throw, it's Daniels. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. There he goes. Past the 50. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. It'll be a draw. Plows through the defense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Sends it back in motion. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Takes the easy one to the back. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the 1st.
They're going back to the ground. Knocked down immediately.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. On the move. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line?
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Got the back over the middle. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back to pass on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Has it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
The Gators are going to call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5.
Booster. Here we go. Ready.
Back to throw. It's Daniels. Gets it to the back. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll set up to throw. Finds him out of the backfield. And this 4th down attempt will go awry as the defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. And he gets rid of it.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Taken down right away. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Daniels. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. With this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He's changing the play.
Sweet. Where did he go?
A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Makes the catch. It's Riles. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 5 team, the Clemson Tigers.
Nice job by the kickoff. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
And it's South Carolina coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Out wide left, it's Brown. Makes the catch, and he's free. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right side, it's Brown. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second down, gonna throw it. Sends it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And that's not a surprise. But when a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it, first down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. Firing for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun. Got a man. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. They'll try to get the first through the air. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Florida! And the Gators have chomped down, and they've put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Zings it complete to the right. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Moves the pocket. It's Daniels. The throw. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Booster!
Snapped on fourth down. Going for the big play. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second on the ground.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Turning it on. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
All wideouts, no backs. Drops back on first down. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Powers inside. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Out wide right, it's Abrams. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Left side is Abrams. Touchdown, Gators! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They'll take the penalty and move them back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down.
Ready, ready. Red 54, red 54. Go, go.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Noles want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. And what a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. Tried everything in his power to get that final yard, but they got him out of bounds and get the 4th down stop.
What a big stop for this defense. In the second half, around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. Got a little space. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14. Ready, go.
On the run, it's Croma. Taken down.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Sets his feet. It's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the right. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. This is a designed run. Breaks the tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future. And just something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
The Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver going in motion. Buys time to his left. And the ball is free on the pitch. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives with points. We haven't seen that now in the last 2 drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely, came away with nothing. This drive, it's looking to be more of the same. And normally when you give up sacks, especially on 3rd down, that's what's going to happen.
Here's some daylight. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Oh, pressure's coming. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.